watch this video.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, facts.
Laughing at me for no reason, bruh.
Pretty,
Your
be
mic's
quiet.
mad quiet.
Oh, it is?
Okay, I'm just gonna skip ahead, but I'm just gonna say that if you want to get better, or like play better in games, like I would just try taking it more seriously. Like obviously, I mean, if you just want to have fun, that's cool, but like I know you guys joke around a lot, and if like you guys actually focused and stuff, I think you'd be better.
No, but I'm 10.
Same.
He's 15 and the
No,
other one's 17.
I'm 16. Yeah, I'm 16.
I'm 10. Yeah, I'm
Yes,
10.
Mike.
Enemy spotted. Reloading.
I'm 10. He's
Again,
15.
Crosshair,
the other one's 16.
up, like just like look where Brady's head is, and line it up there.
Friends. Yeah.
And so when you peek this, anytime you peek an angle, you want to peek the first thing first. Like, yeah, I'll fucking go to Valorant or whatever. Like, if you're peeking this corner, right, and you're like, let's say like you're gonna go down here, right? You don't just like walk over him. Just like look right down here. There could be a guy right here, or probably right there, right, and then maybe somewhere down there. So you want to pre-aim the things you're peeking as you peek it, right? So as you walk out, you peek this side, and you peek that side, right? So that's the same idea. You want to peek over there, and then as you walk over, you peek the left.
Yeah. We don't really like each other though.
Alright, so this peek is always risky. I would do like a jiggle peek, because when you peek this, there can be a guy here or on the box, right? And so I don't know if you know what I mean by a jiggle peek, but then why does it take so long? But, like, say there could be either side, right? Okay, well that's a bad example. I'll go over here. Like it could be over here or over here, but you have to peek it to see, right? The best thing to do is kind of just like pre-fire one shot, see if he's there, right? And so you usually do that with the left side, and then you can just look right up at the box, and then you can peek the, like, CT would be down there, whatever, so.
Oh, I'm just getting bodied.
Reloading.
Oh, they
So you should be peeking
this
the
is
doorway.
at the same time.
Brady, plug in your other mic, bro. Holy.
Why is this one bad?
It's dog shit. Fuck.
Alright, so you saw him, yeah.
It's doggy.
You just saw him and you didn't do anything.
Why is this one
Like-
bad?
It's dog shit.
As Jett, and like jumping around like this, you're literally like killing yourself, because when you jump, your bullets have bloom. So don't do this unless you're using knives, pretty much.
Fuck.
Like, you saw the guy in the cubby. I don't know if you did or not, but I'm gonna pause it.
Fuck.
Right there. And you'll see a guy back there. So, like, you basically just want to be peeking something. Also, you guys shouldn't all be hookah. You should have gone, like, long or something. Or, I mean, you guys all have ghosts. You guys all could have gone long, but you want a long team, especially on B. But yeah, you should just at least try to be peeking with one of these guys, because theoretically, if you have, it's a 4v2 peeking, you should kill them both.
It's doggy.
But honestly, that's just a bad play from your team. You're all trapped in a little room.
You have flames.
Whoever gave the comm just to rush, or just to sit in hookahs. No, not good. Okay, I'm not coaching this guy.
Comment in the comment section below.
That girl's beautiful.
Scarn,
Don't
tell
talk
me.
about it like
Guys,
that.
shh. Discord people. Shh. Scarn, what should I have done in that situation right there? Comment in the comment section below.
I would have gone long.
Spike drop.
Okay, this is better headshot placement.
Shut up.
Didn't-
Fuck, I need to concentrate.
Alright, so it seems like you're kind of doing it.
Eddie, shut up.
So when you jumped up on there, you want to already be looking there, right? Because that guy couldn't have been anywhere else.
Fuck, I need to concentrate.
Like, look.
Shut.
Eddie,
Eddie, shut up.
Like, here, you don't have to worry about someone jumping on the box, because if they do, they're dead. Right? Because if they jump on this box, they have the jump animation, so you can just flick onto them and kill them. So the only place you have to worry about right now is over there. So that's why your crosshair should be over there. Like, it's just learning crosshair placement
Laser
and
gun,
where your
laser
enemy's
gun,
gonna be.
Chinese.
And then when you peeked here, you were kind of vulnerable to this spot. This is better. That's fine. And then what you can do here is Jett. You can play really aggro, especially in lower ranks, because people are like it's hard to hit you and shit. Are these your cages? These might be your cages. I would just dash up into this area, and you just have to be cautious. Like I would dash in here and then immediately walk, and probably go in the container, and just look for a free kill back here, and then you can turn back, look on guard, and I guess we'll see what you do.
Hit 155.
I mean that's fine.
Scarm, what should I?
So I mean you dropped, and you just body shot with a ghost. Like that should be fine. I mean you could have thrown a smoke and curved it, but this is just a 50-50. It happens a lot in Valorant. Just like
Hit 155.
aim for the head and tap slower.
Scarm, what should I have done better in that situation? Comment down below.
Oh my god! Daddy.
Scarm, I'm playing against.
Look,
what?
the ghost is like a slow tap fire headshot gun, right? So there's no point in spraying it or just getting body shots. So it's worth practicing to just only hit headshots with it. Promise you.
Hey, yo, Green Bean, we both 0-2.
And again, I don't really like pushing hookah. Like, I think hookah's good if you dash on the site. But besides that, I just like going long. Long's easier.
Hey.
Okay, so you guys are going A. Alright, so again, this is just like your team. No one's going bathroom. You don't have anyone. I mean, the cameras are fine, but you don't have anyone lurking. But, like, you're all just sitting here. Like, you're really vulnerable. Like, if they have any vision on you, they're gonna see all 5 of you, and they're just all gonna rotate. I'm not really paying attention.
Yeah, he's just gonna help me out a little bit because I don't know what I'm kind of doing.
Okay, so the smokes there is good. So if that person didn't smoke that, you can always smoke it because your smokes. I mean, it's actually good for this because you throw the smoke and then it'll go away in like I think it's 6 seconds, and then you can push through U-Haul without having to worry about peeking sight. But so as Jett, you should be going up. Like you should have been up with them here. I mean, they shouldn't have died. Obviously, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but now you're just screwed. You're stuck in here. Like if you win that, it's a miracle.
Jacob, why are you smoking that? He said.
But I don't know.
No, that was a fine smoke. That guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Like, holy crap.
Okay, so that's risky, right? Like you just peeked a bunch of shit, and you didn't cover the whole thing. Like right here, anyone from this side can see you, right? Your crosshair isn't like anywhere good. If someone peeks you from here, you're dead. If someone peeks you from here, you're dead. So again, try to get used to that. What's happening? Okay, 1450. But yeah, like right. Trying to make this quicker, but
Yeah, he's just gonna help me out a little bit because I don't know what I'm kind of doing.
like so they could be hiding in the smoke. So what you could do is dash up and immediately peek the left, or I would just walk up with them, and as you walk up, I mean, so he placed the flash, right? So you're good, and he smoked heaven. So as you walk out and you want to peek, it looks like you see this first, then you want to peek the right side of default, and then like this cubby, and then bathroom, right? And then from there you can just clear U-Haul or whatever. I mean, even right here, what you could do, you know that's smoked off, you could just jump and dash over to this cubby, right? Because this person, I think the person's in the smoke, right? Just shooting. No one's on site is peeking, and you could get good positioning, and then you're not all crammed in here. I guess there was a guy there. Look.
Jacob, why are you smoking that? He said.
But I don't know. Like, holy crap. Like, I got all my mains taken
Blocking sight. I got the
by
shot.
some bots.
Yo, Jacob.
Look, that's just so risky.
Aiden.
Look. Look at the fucking practice range. So let's say you have to like pick up the bomb, right? Like just right there. I can fucking load in. Holy shit. right? So you gotta walk up to get the bomb. That's like over here, right? Alright. Let's do that over here. You throw the smoke. So this is what you do. Like let's say this is the bomb. You like threw the smoke, and you like did this. That I really want to do. Like let's say this is like the fucking site, and there's people here, right? It's like sure, if you want to smoke it, you can smoke it, but you just want to be peeking shit. Like you just have your gun out, walk up, grab it, and make sure no one's peeking you. You know, like looking at the ground, pulling out your knife when people can see you, not a good idea, right? And you can also just use your dash. Like you could just fucking. I mean, if you're gonna do that, just do that. You know. I think you can dash backwards, right? You walk up. Yeah. So your dash goes any way that you're looking. So like if I hold down the D key and dash, I go to the right. And that's why jet alping's so good, right? You can do this. Oh, I can't fucking do it. Like that. Okay.
Your jet.
But you just want to have your gun out. Like, there's very little times you need to have your knife out in a game. Okay.
Probably just play.
Yeah, so I think you cleared the corner, so you don't have to check that. But, like, you're not looking at anything right now. So if you get peeked from here, you're dead. If someone wide peeks here, you're dead. Peeks here, you're dead. So, I would probably go up this side. I would peek this stuff. And as you walk over here, peek this. And then as you hug this, you can't get seen from up there, right? But here, just like looking at the ground to plant the bomb and throw the smoke. Like, you don't really have to do that, you know? Like obviously it's not a big deal, but if you just get in the habit of doing these small things, it'll really help. So like if you go to plant the bomb, just like, like throw the smoke down quickly. You don't have to like walk up to where you're gonna plant it and do that, you know? I don't know.
One enemy remaining.
He's there a lot. He's there a lot.
Okay, well, that's just knowing your spray.
Cypher's pickaxe is so savage.
Jacob.
I was gonna say stuff at the end of the video, but if you just want to practice your spray, just go to this thing. Practice it. So just see what the spray is. Just don't move your mouse and hold down left click. Alright, so that's the spray. Look, move it back a little bit. Alright. And spray. And see how you do. Alright. And okay, I guess I overthought this. I don't know if you know this, but if you hold down the spray and it goes so that it went up to the left, so then you want to pull down to the right, right? And so that's just like kind of knowing. I mean, it's just memorization, playing the game over time. You can do the same with bots. I mean, with this, it's more like you're practicing with headshots or whatever, but you can like do different settings. I'll show that
Were you
later.
talking about 0-2?
You're
People, I don't know what you're
Okay, so
learning experience.
Ready? What?
if you guys are 3-stacking too, wait, is it a 3-stack? I think so. You should you guys should just get better plans. Like, all going one spot is decent for like maybe a pistol round or something, but never hookah. This just isn't good.
What you want about, Clue?
Okay, there's suicide.
Sean,
Don't do
I
that
just
again.
went for the golded play.
No, never do that again unless you have your knives. If that guy had decent aim or up, you're dead.
Go for the play that you always go for.
I mean, there's no reason for you to jump up there.
Kinda nutty.
Like, you can assume that there's a guy there, right? I mean, that's decent. So you can peek this. I mean, that was a little sloppy, but like,
Is that not
it's like if you're trying to peek the guy. If you're peeking the guy in this corner, right? You gotta like just think about where he's gonna be, right? Is he gonna be like you like peeked right here? You think he's gonna be there? Like you want your mouse to be already on his head, so there's as little aiming as possible. So you just really have to get down of just like doing this and keeping your mouse on the same spot. Wow.
not a good
Strafing.
We have no vision now.
What just happened?
Interesting smoke.
Is that not a
Yeah,
good smoke
interesting
rating?
smoke, man. We have no.
Okay, so this is dangerous. Wait, you get peeked from the U-Haul, you're dead. and then you're peeking the whole entire site. So this would be fine if you had some smokes. Like if you smoked U-Haul, and then just either smoke site or heaven, this would be really good. Because the person down here can't see you, even if there is one. But if you do jump up here and do something like this, I would peek heaven. Because that's where someone's most likely to be. Yeah, it looks like the robot distracts you, but...
We actually do have vision. I was just trying to make us move up.
It's Jett, you want to be using the dash a lot. The dash is like your best ability.
Oh my god, Brady, he just shot
What
at
the
me.
fuck, bro?
He meant to shoot at you, Brady. Not even true.
Mm-hmm. So, that's what you have to kind of account for sometimes. They're sitting in the corner and they move off, right? So you want to have it on their head, but then you want to be able to lock on. Because, I mean, a lot of people in this game like to wide peek. Like, instead of just doing this, they're going to do this. And that catches people off guard. So that's why you need to have, like, the flick, you know? Like, that's just aim. I mean, your crosshair was a little low. Like, it's like if you're peeking this robot, and you're like this. Like, that's really not going to do much. Because if he headshots you, you're just dead. So you just need to hit headshots.
Oh my god, I'm about to shot.
That's fine. Oh wait, this isn't you. If you can't spray from far away, just tap. It's way better. Tap and get a headshot. Do not tap and get a body shot. That's
Skarn, what are you on
worthless.
about?
Zero knowing what they are. What am I saying?
They're playing like they just started.
They're probably
They're
good.
flanking us. They're shouting.
Skarn, what are you on about? Shit.
Yeah, what are you on about,
I'll go put it
Skarn?
back.
Yeah, why are you, what are you
I
talking
don't know, but
about?
you've been trolling.
What are you guys talking about? Okay.
It's
Well,
about
it's fine. You don't really have to do that. I mean, you kind of predict what they're going to do. Like, they haven't been in here all game, which means they're probably just going to play it on site. Maybe they'll switch it up. But again, all hookah. You should go long.
long game.
I barely
Okay, and so, with the daggers, I just want to say this, because I've already seen you play some with the knives. How do I, So, if you have your daggers, only right click if you're like this far away. Anything further than this, I mean, this is even risky. Like you may not get the kill from this. Like that, that's really risky. Don't do this. Okay, if they're anything farther than this, you just headshots. Like body shots can be decent, but I mean, this is gonna help you aim a lot too if you do this. Just go in here and practice fucking jumping around and dashing, right? And just hitting headshots on people. But don't do like pick a target, like pick this guy, and then dash and still try to kill that guy, right? Like don't like have your eye on this guy, right? This one right here. Don't dash and be like, oh, I see this guy, I'm gonna shoot him. Don't do that, right? Because then you're not really practicing. But just headshot with this. Like that's what you have to do, like that, and that's what makes these skills so fucking sick. Is because when you can do crazy shit where like you hit like 5 headshots in a row, you know. So yeah. But dashing in with those and jumping up, that's when it does work. Okay, so like there, I would have just dashed out if you used your second jump. Like you kind of wasted them both.
Like I beat.
Joke's over.
Like
I'm actually done.
you have a lot of mobility, and you're just getting stuck.
Except you
Fucking
guys.
A.
Like I peek for 1 millisecond. They don't even mean to shoot at me, and I'm already dead.
Like if you do go hookah, I would seriously just I would just jump out. If you're going long, you don't have to. But this is such a death trap, just not worth it.
Aimbot check.
I wanna save
No,
400
wait,
gold.
I
You're just
peeked.
not trying. You're just, he's fun if you like actually try, cause you play smart with him.
Bro,
You're
like
not
look
playing
at my
smart
gun.
enough. Why did you buy that?
Okay, it's good crosshair placement.
You can sell it on.
Okay, so this gun is just a headshot gun.
There's no time left.
If you don't hit a headshot with this, you're
Look
just
at
done.
that God smoke, man.
You could have waited for him to smoke, because there should have been people there
Smoke out
peeking.
Heaven, Jacob. That's an IQ player.
Okay, this is stupid. Don't do that.
Really good. When you teleport
Like just
places.
gliding down is just a death sentence. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
No plan.
Okay, you already have a vandal. You should see in your inventory, right? You auto picked one up, and you should switch to it.
Jett.
And I don't think you realize you have one.
Focus.
There you go.
Okay, you didn't. So there's auto pickup on in this game, but it's not gonna switch it to you unless you turn that setting on. But don't turn that setting on. You just have to know that if you pick it up, it'll show, right?
Hope I get grounded.
Dude, he's what?
So then I don't
Okay, that's decent. But like again, you're just peeking these weird angles, and you're kind of like peeking the middle, right? It's like I'll do it in this room. Like if you're peeking over here, you just kind of like do this, right? And again, you want to do like it's kind of like a right to left kind of thing, you know? Like here. I think this kind of is like U-Haul, right? So if you're peeking this, like if you're running out U-Haul, you want to peek this side first, and then this side. You don't just want to kind of like peek the whole thing, and hopefully they're in the middle. So
have to play this
yeah,
out.
kind of think of it as like a right to left.
Standing.
That's fine.
Phoenix is nose.
Rushing her when she flashes is a decent play. You just gotta out aim her if you do that.
Good.
I think our Omen's hacking.
Kind of a not in a good way though.
Oh, he's doing shitty now.
I
He's
have
going
the
crazy.
spike.
I got the
What are you
spike.
on? What are you on about, Brady?
Okay, so you guys just are not good at T, and so this is a one-way, right? So if you walk by the smoke, they're gonna be able to see you from heaven, and you're not gonna be able to see them. So watch out for these.
I hit him for 105. We traded headshots. I would have.
And you guys just keep pushing together. Like this is just bad.
Killing someone with a headshot in 2020.
I have a ghost, buddy.
Like on this map, literally the best spot to go is B long.
Like I'm an Omen. I'm not a fragger. Yep. Look what.
Okay,
I mean,
again, I just said it's a one-way, so watch out.
I'm at.
Because like you couldn't see anyone, but you were still getting shot.
Yup.
Okay, you should like never die to those because you have your dash, right?
Yup. Look what I peeked. I'm at 1 HP.
It's like honestly, what you could do, you just dash back, or you could just fucking dash forward. They're not gonna expect it,
Yup.
but you should just dash.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm not letting anyone take fraggers from me.
Jacob's just
Okay, you're going long. This is good. Don't ADS. ADS, I think it makes the spray a little easier, but it kind of fucks with your head. Like, if you try to spray with this, you still have to pull down, like, left, right, you know? And it just reduces the rate of fire. Like, you want your gun to shoot quickly. So, just try to never ADS. Like, literally only scope in with snipers. Like, it's better if you want to just practice long-range headshots by doing this than by doing this. Like, seriously, it doesn't really help. Like, look how little it zooms in. It really doesn't do anything. All it does is reduce your rate of fire, and it makes it harder to spray.
You aim for the toes. I aim for the head. I'm better than you. Another rough.
Well, again, like, you still have to do the principle of peeking one side and then the other. So, you're peeking this, right? You want to be all the way over on this side. Because what if they're in that corner, you know? Then as you peek, you go over, right? It's kind of like all one motion. And then a key thing to do, I was showing Jacob this. You probably heard him say quick strafe. It's called a counter strafe. Or if I'm moving to the right and I want to stop and shoot my gun, what you do is move to the right and then you hit the A key. So right, left, and then you shoot. And that way you stop faster, right? And you can combine it with a crouch or some shit. Like, that's really good.
You aim for the toes. I aim for the head.
And also,
Just a break.
slow peeking long is very dangerous, right? You don't ever want to slow peek like long or any place that can be opt, because if that guy's on op, you're dead. Because if you do this, he sees you before you see him because of how slow you're moving, and he's just watching you, right? If you never crouch peek an op, that's actually death. He sees you like for literally a second before you see him. But generally, peeking long is really good. If you you quickly peek that one side and then you just peek the other, and almost pre-fire that spot, because everyone sits right here. Sometimes I sit over there.
Big difference.
I aim for the bread.
Why are
Scarn,
you
I'm
running,
lagging.
Ebot?
Scarn, I'm lagging. That's why I'm doing so dog shit.
That
because my
unscope, please.
I need an exit route. Fuck.
Push up.
I don't know if Brady did, but so when you push long, you want to push the corner right behind you to the right.
I'm lagging. That's why I'm doing so.
Does he?
dog
Okay,
shit
he
because
does it for
my
you.
fucking internet.
So that's good. But you wanna peek over here,
Exit route.
and then no one's gonna be up here. Like when you peek this, someone's probably gonna be either right here or in the cubby, or under hookah. Those are like the 3 main spots, right? So here, here, here.
Fuck.
That's all you have to worry about.
Push out, fraggers.
And then, so break this wall.
Stealing sight.
That's where I get. Brady should be shooting it. And so then what's really good here is that you're in this. Okay, well, I'll just pause it.
I'm just
Go to spot. So you're in the spot where.
frag.
So you have 3 smokes. This is caged. So I think you're good with this side because if your hookah team pushes out, you can smoke right here, which is like in between this like box and the and the container, so they can't see you from CT. And then you also smoke elbow, right? And so you walk out, and assuming this side is clear, you just peek that side, and they peek that side, and then you peek this corner. Because I think there is a guy in this. Is there? I don't know. But there is usually someone hiding in there or an elbow, so that's what you have to watch out for. So you can smoke like I wouldn't smoke this one off because then they can hide in the smoke and get behind you. But smoke off elbow and over here, and then you just peek this side right here.
Like a savage. You already know me.
Okay, so you and Brady are just baiting. Like you guys should have shot up. Like yeah, there's a guy there. So when you're here, you might. You should just be peeking this, like holding this angle if you're not pushing out, because you and Brady are literally doing nothing. You want to be holding here. You want to be holding this angle, right? Or even holding that angle. But like you're like let's just like look at where your crosshair is. Just try to think about this when you're playing, and where your crosshair's at. But like maybe you're doing it unconsciously, but like you're just kind of like looking. Like maybe your eye is looking right here, or like right here where the guy is, but your crosshair's down here. You just want your crosshair to be exactly where they're gonna be, right? I don't really know how to describe it. But see, like, if you're holding that angle, it's so easy to snap onto her, and you shouldn't unpeak that. She was literally running away from you, you know? You don't have to reload. It's just extra time. So, when you... I mean, okay, obviously reloading's not that much time. But you just want to think about it, that the more time you wait, the more time they're going to rotate, right? So, the longer you wait, they're going to literally have 5 people on the site. This is fine. And look, you have all your abilities. Okay, that's fine. But like, I'll just show you what you're doing. It's a bad habit. So what I would do is smoke, you already saw it, smoke elbow, smoke here, you know the guy's not here anymore. And then all you have to do is peek the right side.
Last player standing.
Like if you smoke this, then you can't get double peeked. And if you smoke that, no one can peek you from there either. But so... It's just like, I'm not gonna, I mean it is, okay, I don't want to be mean, but like that's a lucky kill. Because you're just doing this, and letting the spray go up. Like, I can turn on my ham can, and you just, like, I'm not moving my mouse. You're just letting the spray go up, and that's a bad habit. You wanna lock on their head and pull down, right? It's not a matter of going up to their head, because that's just more time wasted, and it's like doing the spray backwards. Like, don't do that, right? You wanna lock on their head and pull down. I mean, that's honestly all you have to need to know for like the first 10 bullets of the spray. It's just down. What is it? Down to the right. I think it's down to the right. Like, just pull down to the right. Like, that's pretty accurate, right? If you can get that down, like, pretty solid.
You have an ult, bro.
Aiden, toggle him.
So, again, here, the more time you wait, the more time they're going to have to reposition and get better positioning, right? I think you see a guy here. But again, I would smoke some shit and dash on the site or just walk up on the site.
Oh, Jacob,
Nah,
I
you
was
did too.
dashing. I think you just
Dude,
need
why would I want to ult when they peek from every other side?
You're literally almost losing.
Yo, my booty hole. I'm just gonna sit back. Like, it's.
She's happy.
Oh, Brady, I'm trying to focus, actually. Let's go, Jacob.
And yeah, remember you can curve your smokes. I don't know if you did it there, but a really good thing to learn is how to curve smokes. So you hold down your smoke button and you curve it. So it's really good for like split if you want to smoke mid, of like learning how to do that. And then you can smoke that, and then you can just peek it for free. You don't have to walk up and smoke it and risk your life. So practice that. Okay, when you break the wall, you want to not peek, because yeah, he was waiting there baiting it. So that's exactly why you don't want to do it. Yep, and you want to aim higher. Like, you always want to have like kind of like a line in your head of where their heads are gonna be. Right? Like, use so like here. If you don't know where the line is, use an object or something to like kind of give reference. Like you see the wall. Like I don't have a fucking wall, but I mean honestly, if you're just up at something, it's gonna be like straight. Like you're not gonna be tilted. It's just completely straight, right? Just like this. And then it only really get like you see how I'm not moving up or down at all really. And then where's the spot that goes up or like down? So like here, if I want to like say like everything's clear over here, I just have to peek down here. This is when you want to already look down. You see kind of where like I'm not like at their feet, you know. But like this is where you do like start to aim down before you even peek it, you know. So obviously there are times.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't really have to dash there because your dash is pretty good. If anything, you can just throw a smoke. But if you kill her, you can just keep peeking it and slowly walk away.
Last player, 30 seconds left.
At least I don't aim at the toes like Cypher, but somehow he gets kills.
I swear these guys put on their hacks.
Bro.
Get dookied on.
You actually bought it.
Yeah, it just seems like you don't really know like where that line is.
Alt, click X.
10 seconds.
No,
Don't
don't
do
know.
it. Ray, there's
So like there, that's what I'm talking about. She should have killed you so easily there. And look, because if you just think about it, if you crouch peek this, think of how much of your body is showing. Like let's say right here. Let's say she's right there. You're right here. You know how much of my body is showing, and I can't even see her. Like you should have been dead there. That's all I'm saying. So.
Outfragging you. Shotty beans.
Now let's go.
Scar, I'm playing against good people too. No troll.
The other way. God, I'm. But how realistic does that sound?
What's the rank of these people?
Unrealistic.
I can't.
You are.
And so I don't know. Okay, so usually on Jett, you want to ult on rounds where you can't really afford a gun, or you're looking to like keep your economy up. So that means if you're at like 1,000 credits and the team can't, and the team can buy, but you can't, that's when you want to use them, right? Or maybe you guys are saving and you use it to get guns for your team or something. Like you don't want to use this and your gun and buy a Vandal at the same time. Like maybe buy a pistol or an SMG with it.
I'm not peeking though. You guys.
Like again, we're looking at the
I ain't
floor.
trying to get off.
With these, you want to be looking at the head at all time. Honestly, the only time I right click is when I'm literally like barrel stuffing them.
Guys, we gotta do something. Come on.
Like honestly, a strat you can do with Jett
Fucking
is dash up,
I have a pickaxe.
not dash, like jump up with the Q, E to get close to them, and then as you fall down, just right click them. So again, here, this is sloppy. I don't know if you die or not, but
Fragger, you have
fucking A, bro.
okay.
And she was a sniper.
W key.
So again, you peek the middle, right? So that's what I'm talking about, of going left to right, right to left, whichever side you're on. That's just gonna die. And it works the exact same with the knives, right? So like, I don't know, it's just something to get used to, but you got to think about it every time you peek. That's like the only way you're gonna like kind of get it down. But like, it's kind of like, they're not always gonna be in the corner too, you know? Like they could just be right here, for instance, right? So you want to do it is that as you peek, so let's like you're kind of like using this corner. It's kind of like a point, right? That as you're peeking, you follow this corner until you hit your target, right? So you're peeking it. Oh, he's there. Shoot. It's like I'm coding something, and it's like you keep going until you see. I don't know, I guess that doesn't make sense because you don't code, but right. So you peek it, see him, shoot. Let's say he's not here. You peek, 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 and he's there. Yeah, you deserve to die. And you saw her there. Her reaction time was so slow that you could have jumped up.
Like, fuck, are we just gonna sit there hostile or what?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you see that? Oh, we mangoes.
Yeah, I just needed all of them.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Scarn, you see that? Scarn, I know you see my flippin' lag. I'm your game.
No.
It doesn't matter. I'm not judging off your lag. Like, okay.
That's
Wait, where did your team get the kill? Okay.
Bro, this is
So he
toxic.
got to pick
This
short.
Right here is toxic.
So as Jett, you want to be up with Reyna, right? You're a fragger. You want to be like first or second.
Nice cage.
Like, if he's-
Nice snipe.
If he's peeking it, like
Wow.
here you're focused on getting across when your focus should just be like double peeking. Like he's shooting at him. If you're trying to like get to here, right, and he's shooting there or something, like say this is like blocked off. There's like smokes here or some shit, right? If you get to there, you're good. And you're like, there's a guy shooting at him, and you're just like doing this. You're just trying to get across. You should just like, if he like, think about it. He's trying to shoot at him. He's not gonna think you're gonna peek, or he's not gonna want you to peek, right? So if he's right there, like peeking, you can just sit right here, wait for him to peek again, doink, dead. You know. I mean, obviously, or you can. I mean, if you really want to get over there, you can just do this. But like, I would just aim at him. Like, you know, like you're kind of like you're playing really passive, or really you should just be looking to get more kills. Like you should just peek that with him as you go at least. Like you see how you just walk through the cage and you're not looking at anything.
Wow. You killed him with an.
Like you just always want to be peeking
Oh
something,
my gosh, he's terrible.
and you always want to be predicting where they're gonna be.
I'm peeking. Hit him 32.
So you have bomb.
Good try.
Okay, I guess. Push. That's int.
One enemy remaining.
Just because you're the bomb. But
Nice.
that's just I mean, bad timing, but you could have threw a smoke down. You could have dashed backwards. There were like some things you could have done there, right?
One enemy remaining.
Or honestly, I would a lot of times like say this guy's around this corner, and like I don't know. I think he knows you're there. Maybe not, but okay, he can probably predict that you're here, right? So obviously you want to like just do this right and like peek him. But a lot of time, if you walk right like really close to it, and then you run and you peek him, like no one expects the wide peek, and that's what I do a lot. Is not when someone's here. Wait, not yeah. If you're holding this, you don't die when they're here, but you die when they're here or some shit, right? So like they like come running out from right to left, and you can't adjust quick enough. So wide peeking is really big in this game.
Like, but I'm just gonna be the peeker as.
And going A on this map sucks when they have ops.
I have retrieved the spike.
I can't even get kills because this happens. Or Reyna just insta dies.
See, like that's good, right? So okay, I think you're lagging your ass off. I don't even know what the fuck just happened, but that is good. So you know she has an op, so you can aggro dash on her. I mean, you don't want a running gun, but that was fine. Like, what did you take so much damage to? You died to a guy behind you. Okay, so that was actually really good. It's just when you dash, you want to dash behind the vertical box that's right here. You want to dash so you're right up against it, so no one from over here can hit you. And then from here, you just want to move a tiny bit over and insta shoot it, right? So it's like if you just have to get like right over here to peek her, like let's say like yeah, you're here, they can see you, right? But if you move over here, you can't. So you like it's a bad spot. But it's like you dashed and shoot, right? No one can see you. And she has an op, she can't react quick enough, right? And she's just dead. But that was a good dash play. I don't know why that guy's talking.
I'm sorry, I gotta mute you for that, bro. What was that?
Why is there a kid there?
My camera is.
Oh, good.
Okay, so this is fine. What do you usually buy? Let me see what you buy.
He has an op and just died.
Switching sides.
Broken. Oh, wait. Okay.
Okay, that's usually what I do. Or I buy classic and abilities.
And I entered a comp game. I think we were gonna try.
And honestly, with Jett's one of the people that the classic's really good on. Because you can right-click really fucking well in the air, right? So, like, obviously this isn't that good. But if you do this, the right click is not that bad. Like, here, let me do it on the target. Like, it's pretty damn accurate. So, like, if you, like, just dash above this guy, your aim's pretty good. Chances are you're gonna hit him for a lot, so. That's why the classic is decent on Jett, because you can actually do some pretty stupid shit and get away with it, because you can right click. So, yeah.
Yeah, Jacob, that's just troll right there.
Okay, so on this map, you want to have 3 on B. B is much harder to retake, and A is just easier to hold down.
I can't try when
Especially if
my
you have
fraggers
an
on my
op.
team are just standing still. Like, holy.
Jacob does have a point. You do play very passive.
Like, what am I supposed to do? Peek and just get one-shotted? That's what I've been doing the past 11 deaths.
Jacob, you don't need to peek. Let the fraggers peek.
You guys don't peek!
Fucking A, bro.
Okay, so like here. This is a decent spot.
Holy
Das.
dingleberries,
This guy headshots. And yeah, this is good. You moved your crosshair. I was gonna say something, but you got it. Okay, this does nothing.
All of them tagged for like a million.
Just lag off.
That's good for me. That's good.
And so you just want to practice hitting headshots with us. Just so there could have been a guy in here, which is, you would have died. Just think about what happened. So, like, there's a lot of correct plays just because they're bad, right? But, like, if you want to peek them, right, I would smoke this and walk down over here. So you're holding this tight angle, right? You are now down here. If they look at you, you're dead. You have nowhere to go. I mean, you could maybe dash over there, but I don't think you're going to do that, right? And that's a waste of your dash. I would smoke this and go up to here and then peek from here.
For like a million.
But you have to do something with this angle, because if they came out here, you're dead.
For me, that's good.
And here, it's just headshot practice.
Actually, a lot of them.
And you're aiming for the body, so. Like, smoking there, that doesn't do anything. They could have already been in here. You're dead, if they are. Okay, so 2 smokes, you didn't really need them.
Took spike.
One
Should you grab the orb?
remaining.
Shit, green bean. Holy
You always want to get orbs when you can.
Jacob! Let's. Jacob, it like.
Do you want to play trios?
Jacob, yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm just in the middle of the map, like randomly.
That'd be a vibe.
I have good FPS, bro.
What is it?
Well, in Fortnite now. Like
What
I
is
used
it
to
in
get.
Valorant?
Okay, so. Staying in the same spot twice can be risky, but I mean, it's a decent spot. And
I
then,
don't know what it is.
don't. You want to try to get down as quietly as possible, right?
What is it?
If they're in bathroom and they hear, you're screwed. Like, they can hear you when you glide down. Okay, that was just int. Like, just look.
In Fortnite now.
Where's your teammate? So you have a teammate in heaven. So they're watching this, right? So you just wanna stay on your side and you wanna watch bathroom. Like he's got this under control. You can maybe set default, which is I don't know if you know the callouts for everything. But it's this box right here. You can sit behind it and you can peek this, you can peek that. It just kinda gets your heaven guy screwed because he could get double peeked.
Good FPS, bro.
What is it?
But it's just there's no reason for you to aggro peek that
In
like that.
Fortnite now. Like I
What is
used
it
to
in
get.
Valorant?
I don't know what it is.
Especially with your knife. So like look, like these are just basic things.
What is it?
You peek with your knife out, and then they throw a flash, and you have to pull out your gun because there's an animation. And
I don't know what it is.
right, so you peek. You're peeking. You're peeking this whole fucking thing. Let's say right. Just hold the corridor, and you're like this. Right. Any guy down here is gonna see you walk out, looking at the fucking ground, and they're just gonna shoot you, and you're gonna die. Right. I mean, the flash being there sucks. Just because you aggro peeked it, so you could just see that coming, but like you don't want to be doing this, right? You wanna have it out and peek. So if you like, let's say you're like up here or some shit, like you want to drop down, right? It's drop down quietly, crouch, right? You can use your knife if you want to run quicker, if it's safe, right? Like if you know there's no one in let's say this is a bathroom, there's no one in bathroom. Okay, so you can pull your knife out, you can run faster. And before you get there, you want to have your gun out, and you want to have your crosshair there. Because this, he sees you looking at the ground with your knife out. You are fucked.
think there's a kid here.
I only have a shorty.
Spike planted.
I get your pistol, Cypher.
Cypher, stop aiming at the flipping ground.
Aiden, so
That's-
I was never
that's-
trolling.
You
I was just
literally
getting
said you're
pooped on.
Yeah, but I know, but you said that, like...
Okay, this angle's fine, but if you have a Vandal, you should probably hold a little bit further back of an angle.
I know, I'm not trolling.
Like, I think I used to play B.
How do you get a running headshot like
Like,
that?
fucking A, bro.
You are lagging. You should buy Ops 2 on Jett. They're really good. Okay, like this. Like, what was that, Aiden?
How do you get a running headshot like
Like,
that?
fucking A, bro.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's just like, so you're peeking this, and look, there could be a guy anywhere in here, and you're looking at a wall. Like, if you want to peek the inside of something, you know, it's just step by step, right? It's like, just think about it. You're peeking this, they could be anywhere here, right? So, like, you're walking up. Well, I think, like, from there, like, there could be a guy here, so you check that. Well, okay, it's not the exact same, but you would check that kind of, and you want to peek this, and then you kind of curve over, right? Like, it's just all about checking angles as you walk. And that's what you're just not doing. You're just kind of like walking into places, and you're ready to, and you're like, I mean, I don't know if you are ready to flick onto someone, but it's like, that's kind of the place that you're playing, right? It's like, okay, I'm just going to go in the middle. If they're there, whatever. That's not going to work. Because if this guy's holding an angle on you, you're like this, you're dead before you can flick. Right. Assuming you guys are like the same skill level.
Yep, they're all hookah. Wait, did the kid rotate again early? Yep, he rotated.
Okay, should grab the orb.
He rotated.
Okay.
This kid literally
not-
hears one gunshot on the other side. He's like,
You don't always have to grab the orb. You can peek it first and then grab it.
Let me leave.
Make sure it's not getting baited. That's always good.
Spike planted.
Okay, spike planted. You should be running. You shouldn't walk. And then TP's fine, but yeah, it's gonna get watched. You should just. I like going around long every time, either from market or all the way from the fucking sand dune Egypt area. Because like if you TP, they're just gonna know, and there's probably a guy watching it. And if you go long, it's more of a 50-50, and there's more space to work with.
You think Bucky? Dang, that's sexy.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't
We
have 3
gotta
on
kill,
A.
guys. No, there's like a million.
Okay.
Like Aiden, they're raping Cypher.
Hey, you don't have to look at the gun to pick it up.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have to reload that.
Yeah, stupid.
You really only have to reload your gun when your gun has like 5 bullets, 7 bullets.
Dead.
Okay, so that was risky, right?
I need
So
to-
I was honestly really paying attention, but let's just assume they could be anywhere. Like I guess they couldn't be under you because I think Brady's over. Yeah, Brady's over here. He should have peeked that, so there can't be a guy over there. But there could be a guy here, here. You didn't peek that. There could be a guy here. There could be a guy here, here. There could be a guy here. Well, I guess you're kind of covered for that guy. There could be a guy further back in garden to the left.
He's,
It's just there's a lot of shit you're not looking at. And I think that's your main problem.
Hey, bot. They know where you're at.
30 seconds left. One enemy
Like, what
remaining.
the fuck?
So there, you got ulted. You know he's in there, right?
Hey, bot.
You heard
Where
him,
you're at.
and so he ulted you, right? So you just walk out. You don't have to get there that quickly. Just walk out of it with your gun, still aiming here. It's like you're looking at the ground with your knife out. You know, just don't do that. Like, I mean, and that's kind of like something you can predict. He's like, he knows you're there, right? He saw you throw the smoke. So he's gonna ult you there to get you to move out of it. So that's when he's gonna peek you,
One
Like,
enemy
what
remaining.
right?
the fuck, bro?
He just
So that
ran in
you
game.
just need to have you're gonna.
oh my god.
Double C filled my. Hey, bot. It is Norris.
Brady, these kids are swag.
Like, fucking.
So just don't ADS, right? And then if you're gonna hold this angle, don't unpeek and repeek, right? Because when you're doing that, you're just giving them, like, if you're here holding this, You do this. Well then, here, let me be the other guy. So let's say you just unpeaked it, and now they're here. Now they have the advantage, right? Because then if you go to repeak it, they're already on it. This is exactly what happens. And you should in ADS. Like, this is never what you want to do. You have no control over where they're going to be. And they could be in either spot, right? It could be here, here, behind the box, in the cubby. And you're peeking all of it. All of it. And you're not, and you're only holding one of the angles, right? And so even though you just saw no one was here, do I look sweaty? You just messaged me. A little. You just want to hold this angle down here. You don't want to peek and hold over here. Like, if you're going to do that, literally do it for a millisecond. Like, hold this angle. Right. It would be this angle in this situation, right? Hold this. And if you want to do it for a second, do that. And then go back to this, right? Doing this. Death sentence, my friend. Come from here. Here, you're just screwed. So, you just want to hold the one angle. You want to make sure you're always limiting either your angles to one. And if you can't, then, I mean, you have smokes to work around, right? I mean, that's a bad one way, but, like, I think you can probably set up here. I don't know if you can do it on that map. This? Like, this is better. Right? But, like, I mean, yeah, you just deserve to die. It's not even, like, the aim. Like, obviously there, your crosshairs should just be on this one angle. But the main problem here was just that, like, there were too many angles. Like, if you were holding that angle, you probably could have just collided them and killed them. Like, they both peaked right here, kinda. You just kill one, and then if you just keep spraying and pull down, you're probably gonna get the other two, you know?
Fucking god, they all had better aim!
Less kill than him, imagine.
What are you on, kid?
So it's like, that's actually, I mean, it's a good and a bad thing. Like, it's good that I'm watching this, and I'm kind of, like, telling you what's wrong, because you thought the problem there was your aim, when it's really not, right?
What are you on, kid? What are you on, kid?
The problem was that you just peeked too many angles there.
Kid, what are you on? Mendez, what are you on, kid?
I keep going, Brazy.
Shut up, fucking game.
Again, don't scope in, practice not doing it. And again, they can still see you from here. They're gonna be able to see your toes, and they can guess where your head is. Like, the smoke's up here, and let's say they see your toes right there, they can still guess that your head's right here, you know? So, again, you're doing the same thing.
Wait, 153 on Phoenix, 83.
Just killed him?
No way! 153 on Phoenix, 83
It's kinda lucky, you're moving.
85 on Killjoy. Oh.
2 seconds left.
Imagine he planted A.
You guys win this round? You do.
Hold it down.
Just crouch, it has a small reticle.
Just planted A.
Oh, you died? Okay.
I'm like,
Oh yeah. I've done it a couple times this game.
This is fine.
Yep.
You wanna have your crosshair? Like, you're holding this, like, right here. You wanna do, like, right on this, because your knives are gonna get body blocked. But you're gonna do, like, right here. So as soon as they peek, you're ready to shoot.
Joke's over. You're
Long.
dead.
I'm lagging.
It's not as short.
Like,
There's one long.
Well, that's just stupid, but, I mean, that is risky anyways. Like, if you do that, like, here's what you'd have to do, right? It's like, you're peeking this whole thing. There could be 5 guys there. You gotta be fucking ready to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know? Like, or, what you could do, you go up, get 1 or 2, dash, you know? So, but that is
I'm
risky.
the only one seeing this, bro.
Brady. Wanna see some IQ? Alright, watch this.
Okay, well, this is a long ass video, but I guess that's just how it's gonna be, because there was a lot to say and a lot to watch, but I would just practice your spray, Just fucking go in the practice range, do this, you can see here, X on the bot, change the range, clear it, try it again, and then here, you do this to help flicking. And then, also just do this, and make sure you go F3, make sure it's on hard, strafe, and do this, and just practice headshotting them, or practice jumping around, just probably left clicking with your daggers and shit, like, so yeah. Alright, peace.